Hello together, Gaetan from Lips. I would like to present you a couple of features we have implemented within our plugin SCD, which is a smart currency detector. That is a plugin for handling foreign currencies in many ways. So going from currency detection, currency conversion, setting many things on currencies, settings, the mappings for the currencies itself, payment gateways, so buying with different payment gateways, buying with several currencies, and so on. So there is a couple of things the plugins can do. I would like for this communication to focus only on the latest updates and also say that we are on the way to also introduce then also our own payment gateway, and this payment gateway makes just in such a way sense because the payment gateway should also go along to all the things we do around currency detection, conversion, and so on. And also we are really focusing on the marketplaces by these payment gateways basically, and and also focusing on the high commissions which marketplaces pays, which a vendor pays to banks, to and also payment institutions we have now. We think that the commission are still very high, and there is a potential to reduce them. Okay, so just for your information, and later on you will get updates on this front. So let's get right into it. But also let us update here. Here we are having WooCommerce and Docking as marketplace, but our plugin can also be used for WCFM, WCMP, WC vendors, WooCommerce marketplace, Shopify. So just let us know, and we can also talk about your specific needs and your specific plugins, because also on the other hand we also do custom implementation, of course. So here, I switch back, and first of all I started with the admin interface. So that is the admin interface of a marketplace, and here under WooCommerce I can go here to our plugin settings, SCD currencies. That is one view, but not the only one. And here also focusing on the updates. You see here filter currencies enabled for your store. So that is a list of currencies which enable for these stores. So for these stores, enable the currencies as you can read for Arab Emirates, for Afghanistan, for Armenia, and so on. All other currencies are not enabled for these stores. And here also on the other end, you see that the base currency of the store, that is just an example, is Armenian dram. So basically the shop owner of this store is taking his money in Armenian dram. And it also says my customers are in the Arab Emirates, in Afghanistan, in let's say the Antilles, Netherlands regions, and in Angola, and therefore I'm just focusing on these currencies that are the currencies with which my customer pays me, because they come from these regions. I don't need much more currency. So that's basically the information the shop owner is saying, and he say that's for the case where I have one customer coming from a region which is not within this list, then we use Armenian dram as let's say fallback currency. So basically for a customer coming from Germany, for instance, then you will see the product prices in Armenian dram, because for this specific use case, the product price is calculated also upon geolocalization. So okay. So let's move on, and here what we see is an overview with a mapping between the base currency and the specific currencies of the platform. So another mapping can be added and it can be continued here. As I click here, I remove again. That's what just I want to show you. And here you can see I can set the mapping between AMD and ANG. I can put here, for example, 800. I put nothing. When I put nothing, the online mapping is done. So accordingly. So and here I can also put a percentage. The percentage can help me because I can also do that already fix my commission. So I can fix my commission per currency. I can say for this currency my commission is 5%, and then when I get the money, then I can really reduce the 5% easily, basically. And here also I can put a symbol. Also here I can put a custom symbol. And here I can determine the position of the currency, left, right, and so on. And here, so down the road, you see, for example, AUD and the dollar. So what means here is that, for example, for dollar, you have many dollars worldwide, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and so on. And here to let your customer know which dollar you mean. So for instance, here you have Australian dollar, so you can put AUD on top, but there are also other settings possible to specify which dollar you mean, basically. Here you have the flag, so for example, country flag or whatever symbol you want to choose for the currencies. So here we go. Can do it also for the base currency, Armenian dram, basically. So now I switch back to the vendors overview. What you can see by the vendors overview, when I go to, I also have settings for SCD for vendors, and also here I have the default currency for the vendor. So basically the currency of the platform can be different from the currency of the vendor. The vendor can set its own currency, and that is most of the time the case in reality. That's the currency of the vendor is different from the currency of the platform, and then the vendor can also select it here, and also using the different currencies available and also symbols as we set it within the admin dashboard overview. And here also the platform and the vendor together can determine, okay, how the products of the vendor shall be shown. Shall that be shown only on the base currency, which is the currency of the platform, or only on the default currency, which is the currency of the vendor, or using all these currencies from the currency list. So here we said using all these currencies, so selected currencies. So basically it means that the product is always created in the base currency, which is the currency of the platform, obviously. So, and then the vendor has the possibility to optionally add prices in other currencies, basically. So as we see here, so we just have one sample product, and what we see, we have the product price in AMD. And we have also created a product price within the money of Afghanistan and Angola. So basically here, and then we can also say, okay, well, I also want to create a product price in dirham, money of Arabian Emirates. I do it here. So, and I can also put the prices I want depending on the currencies, because basically it means that I can make them maybe cheaper to sell them more in a specific country, or make them more expensive. Also because in a specific country, my product is really, really, let's say, liked and so on. So that is also, I think, pretty powerful. Then I can save my changes. So changes saved, and then we can see the price here again. So now we switch over and we go then to the view of the user So that is again a testing platform. So please let us just focus on the use cases. So we are opening the store, the user stores accordingly, and you will see what the user will see basically. So doing it again, now it is open. So here we see then the 4 currencies basically. We see in the base currency, that's the price we have as we set, and we can also have it in these other 3 country currencies, and also I can hover, for example, on the one end with the mouse, and on the other end I can also change it here. I can do it for all currencies. I can get into the detail view and also here do the same basically. Yeah, so there are other things which can be done, but just for this communication I would like to stop here. So thank you for your attention. Just let me know if you have a question, comments, request, and see you next time for the next communication. Have a great